Hello everyone, today is Wednesday, May 16th. It's about an hour and a half before the regular session close. On my right is my computer clock. You see the date and time, and then on my left is the time in sales, the E-mini S&P currently trading at 27.25 and a quarter. Okay, what can I say? The DAX I've spoken about many times being one of our most consistent charts. We've seen the DAX over and over and over again since the inception of our video channel, which I redid 3 years ago. We had many videos prior to 3 years ago, but some of them were market replays and backtests, and I chose to delete all prior videos and started over with the format we use now, which is we're only showing trades that occurred in real time today. Although it is real-time simulation, the trades occurred today as the market unfolded, and this is about as close as you can get to a live trading account, as all our orders, with rare exception, are limit fills. For example, on the DAX on the 150 tick, we have a limit order with an 8 tick pullback, and if you look at the chart here, you can see the trades are pullback from the close of the bar, and we get our fill on every instances. The trade is mid-bar. Rarely do we have a trade that's at the high or low of the bar. If you search our videos for limit orders, there's a video that I created that shows the dome and a limit order sitting in the dome or the price ladder, and we don't get filled just because price is touched. It has to wait in the queue and run through the queue to get filled. There's a setting in simulation that allows you to do that. Anyway, the DAX on the 150 tick, we had a rough start here. We had a false start. We had looks like 4 losers in a row and drew down about $500 per contract or $1,000 drawdown, and then we came back with 4 more trades, 3 winners and 1 small loser here, and actually 5 trades. It was this last trade here, and that brought us up to our goal of 25.50. The template for this chart is here, and then here's our daily goal. So all of our DAX charts are doing really well. People often ask me, what's the best market to trade? What's the most consistent? Well, in my opinion, I think one of the best ways to approach using the Autotrader is to at first observe several markets and then focus on really 1 or 2. And I believe that if you just focused on the DAX, even with a single contract, that you could come up with very consistent strategies and parameters. You can use what I have as a starting point, or even do nothing with it. But you know, again, the DAX has been a very consistent performer, and it's the volatility in the DAX. But with a little bit of study and observation, you can probably improve my settings. This is one of the reasons I show the DAX on many different charts, bar types, and time frames, is to demonstrate the versatility of the Autotrader. So certainly that you've seen the DAX perform on different bar types and different time frames, you could certainly apply it to other bar types or time frames and use your own ideas and come up with winning settings. So anyway, the DAX here on the 14 Super Renko chart hit its goal of 2,000, and there was a mixture of trades, but generally really didn't take any heat today. Okay, next is the DAX on a 100 tick line break chart with a higher time frame filter, and pretty impressive performance here. The higher time frame on this is a Super Renko 8 with a pretty high sensitivity, but interestingly it's working, as it's taking only long trades in this whole part of the session and hit its goal at 2,500 with a tick or 2 of slippage. Okay, next we have the DAX on a regular 8 Renko chart, which I've said before I believe has lots of potential just trading a regular Renko chart. As you can see, the BWT trend indicator and algorithm filters out a lot of what would be reversals in Renko, and then the higher time frame further filters that. So we had 1 very small loser here, just a couple of ticks, and then 2 winners back to back, and that brought us to our goal at 2,500. Okay, next up is the E-mini S&P on a Super Renko 4 tick, and this hit its goal of I believe it's 1,000 or 1,050. Hit its goal of 1,000 with no slippage. A couple of nice trades here. We had one small loser off the open, only about a $100 drawdown. Okay, the mid cap coming through on the Superinco 8 tick, and we had 2 winners and 2 losers. Obviously, the 2 losers were absorbed well by the Autotrader, and then came back with these nice winner trade here, and then we hit our goal of 1,000 on this chart, trading 2 contracts. Okay, next is the ES on the Superinco 6 tick chart. It starts trading pre-market about an hour before the regular session open, and we had a couple of losers to begin with, and it looks like we drew down about $300, $150 per contract. That's not much at all, and then came back with a couple of nice winners here. This is trading 3 contracts, but we came back and hit our goal of 1,000, and it looks like we had pretty good positive slippage here. The E-mini S&P, I believe, is a difficult market to trade, but the Autotrader handles it well, and there are many, many good charts to trade with the Autotrader on just the ES. So if you don't want to trade the DAX, you could focus on the ES and dial in your settings on charts such as the Superinco 6 tick or the Superinco 4 tick, or other time frames as well. Okay, today was the crude oil inventory announcement, and I forgot to turn on the filter for that. In any case, it looks like it worked out pretty good because we hit our goal of 1,000 on this chart. As you can see here, this is the template for this crude oil 6 tick. It's a limit order with a 2 tick pullback. Really not too bad on the drawdown, only a couple of $100, $100 per contract, no big deal. And then hitting its goal shortly after the announcement by 10:40. So within 10 minutes of the announcement, we had 2 really solid winners and hit its goal. Okay, next is the E-mini S&P Superinco 6 tick, which starts trading at 12:30 noon. This has actually been a pretty good chart for us. We're in an open position long 2 contracts from 27, 24.50. So depending on where the market goes and looking at the pattern here, I would say it's up, but it's really anybody's guess. This could be resistance and it falls off the cliff, but for right now it's long, and we'll see how this ends up. That's all for today's video. Thanks for watching.